Hello, everyone. I'm Rupinder Malia. Today, I welcome you in this session, which is a collaborative effort of Work TV Telangana and Vision Upgraded Punjab. In this session today, I'm meeting a wonderful and inspiring mentor all the way from Singapore, Miss Puja TALESARA Bhandari. She has helped very young children in coming up with their own imaginary stories, their fictional work, where they have created their dream characters, adding their own name into the stories. So let's see what these children have to share today with me, and then we'll be interacting with Pooja also. So I have a wonderful, talented writer in front of me, Krutir, all the way from Australia. Krutir, how are you today?
Very good.
Very
Kind
good.
of hyped up for traveling around.
Traveling. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm very curious to know about the meaning of your name. Can you just tell me what is the meaning of your name? It's very beautiful, Krutir.
Yeah, my name is quite rare, so some people keep asking me about the meaning of my name. So basically, my name is Krutir, a name of a Hindu god. He's the one who gives peace and justice to everybody and everyone who is good, and is the what do you call it? He is very determined and he is very smart. Even though there are strong demons or enemies, he still gets through it and he keeps attacking and he keeps prevailing.
Wonderful.
Everything.
Wonderful. So what do you do in your free time? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies are sometimes playing or like games, or maybe sometimes playing sports like American football, or rugby, or sometimes cricket or some other sports. I also like I also play the piano,
Okay.
but I haven't played it lately.
Okay.
I also like to I started playing the drums, and sometimes I call my friends like Gav, Afan from Singapore because I miss them from Australia.
Okay. So you were earlier in Singapore, right? So some memories of Singapore
Yeah.
that you want to share with me?
Not really.
Not really. The Chinese delegates you met there, something about them?
Yeah, the Chinese delegates. They came to my preschool, and then because I like chit chatting a lot, I just went to them and saying hi, how are you doing? And then my teacher told my dad, and my dad was like, wow, you talked to them and everything
Wonderful.
like that.
So let's talk about the Storyland Express, the book,
Yeah.
right? How excited are you?
Quite hyped up.
So did you face any challenges while writing? Were you confused about anything?
No.
Not really. Okay. So let us talk a bit about the chapters that you ended. So
Yeah.
the characters. Which was your favorite character?
Kritia, my name.
Oh, give me a little bit glimpse of that character.
So Kritia is a character who loves to go on journeys and quests, and sometimes gets really hyped up and loves to play around and do unordinary things, something like that.
Okay. So while writing this character or like the overall chapters, what did you learn about yourself as a writer? What did
I
you?
learned that I used to think I was probably never gonna be an author. I thought that I would be a pretty not really that good author. But now when I actually wrote, I'm like getting a first glimpse about how good my writing is.
Mhm.
And then when I started reading all my relatives, I spread it with my relatives, and they were all like, wow, you did that. You are really good at writing. That means you are capable of writing and you are good at writing. So then after that, when I did my test of writing and everything, I got that courage, and I started writing, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get high marks in those tests, writing and writing. Basically something.
Good to know that. Thank you so much, Kruti, for this interaction. I'll get back to you very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have another gem with us. That is Anya, all the way from Singapore. Anya, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very happy and great because it's the second time I'm going to be on television.
Right. And this thing, the name Anya, it's very beautiful. Please tell me the meaning of your name.
My name means graceful and it also means the god Durga.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I came to know that you love to play piano.
Yeah.
So when did you start learning it?
I started learning when I was about 5 years old, turning to 6 about.
Okay. So, and you do skating also, or sketching, I think?
Sketching, yeah.
Sketching, okay. And
I have one of my artworks.
you can show that if you want. Oh, wonderful.
Wait.
A bit on the side.
I know.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen it. Okay, that's wonderful. And what about this thing? Yeah, it's pretty. You're so talented. Good. And
Thank
I
you.
came to know that you are a green ambassador also. So tell me something about that.
In my school, every Wednesday, I have to go early and I go to 5 classes. There'll be like tiny recycling bins in the classes. There's a tiny object where you can weigh them. So I weigh the recycling bins, and on a board, I write down how much each bin weighs in each class. And then at the end, they will total all of them and see how much the school recycles in one full year.
That's great. Doing all these wonderful things at this age, and then even contributing in a book. You have become a writer already. How are you feeling about Storyland Express? It's going to be published soon.
Feeling very proud of myself because
Yeah.
this is my first time writing a story.
Okay, so what inspired you to write your chapters?
Since I'm a green ambassador in my school, my first story was inspired about deforestation and to save the earth. Yeah.
Okay. So it was like inspired from the real life incident. Right. And okay, so I have decided I wanted to ask you this thing that like if one character from your book could jump out of the book, who would that be, and what would he or she become?
My second story, the character would be Isabel, and she would maybe go to an escape room because she loves mysteries.
Okay.
We maybe go to an escape room or participate in a treasure hunt.
Okay. What are the like other characters in your chapters?
Isabel's mom is there, Isabel's dad, and Isabel found out about a family secret about powers.
Okay, that's wonderful. I'm so excited to read it. So each one of you contributed 2 chapters to the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're happy that at such young age you're going to become a writer? Yeah? Right. So Anya, I'm going to put you in the waiting room, and I'll get back to you very soon with the rapid fire round.
Okay. Thank you.
Now I have Samayan with me, all the way from Singapore, the young writer, the talented one. Samayan, how are you feeling today?
Good.
Good. Okay, Samayan, first of all, tell me the meaning of your name. You all have got such wonderful names.
So Samayan means smile, which I do very often.
Okay, you have got a wonderful smile. I must tell you this thing. Okay, so you like cooking?
Not much, but if I have the ingredients, I can make a banana milkshake and an omelette.
Okay, that's also good. And I have come to know that you are a very fast reader.
Yeah, I read 3 to 2 books a day.
A day?
Chapter books.
Okay, that's good. And like, how did this interest start in reading? What inspired you?
So, first I didn't like reading because there was too much words. And then I slowly started liking books
because they were simpler to read, and then I went on chapter books.
Okay, so which is your favorite genre of for this reading? What kind of books do you like?
Fantasy.
Sorry?
Fantasy.
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 Okay, fantasy books. That's great. And which are your favorite books? If you can tell
Harry
me.
Potter.
Harry Potter books. Okay. And now you are a writer yourself.
Yeah.
How happy are you?
I'm very happy and a bit nervous.
Bit nervous also. Okay. So if from the characters that you have created in your story, in those chapters, if any character, we have to make a movie or a cartoon series, which character would become what? Like,
So, could you please repeat
yeah,
it?
like if we want to make a movie or cartoon series, so your characters in the book, which like movie you want to make on them?
I want to make a cool and fascinating movie which
Okay.
has a lot of twists in it, because my book also has lots of twists.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's wonderful. And how do you think, what are your hopes? How will your friends and family or other readers would feel once they read your book?
So I hope they will feel like if you do something good, don't feel like it's a waste.
Hmm.
Remember that if you do something good, it will come back to you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Which is your favorite character in your chapters?
Myself, because I also wrote myself in the story.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any challenge you faced while writing, or you felt confused about something?
Yeah, because I had to write the story
Hmm.
and my imagination at the same time. At one moment there's so much thoughts, and the next second there's no thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is just a beginning. I just wish you write so many other books in the future. It was nice interaction with you, Samayan.
Thank you.
Now I have Skanta with me all the way from Singapore. How are you feeling today, my dear?
Feeling good, ma'am. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Good to know about all of you, the wonderful writers. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Sakanta, what do you do in your free time? Like, what are your hobbies?
I usually play with my sister or read books, or even sometimes I go out to the park to play.
Okay. So, like, before we move ahead, I want to ask you the meaning of your name. It's very beautiful and unique name.
I don't actually remember it because I did not memorize that meaning, but one of them is Quicksilver, kind of like that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you like to play with your sister.
Yes.
Okay, what is her name?
Rudra. She's a second grader.
Oh, good. And you love science, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like, why do you like science?
Because whenever I see science, it's like so interesting than and it's like so fun to like do the particles like states of matters like this, and more like plant habitats and like how plants grow.
Good. And I came to know, like, while reading your profile, that you want to become an army doctor.
Yes, my mom says I have to be an army doctor when I grow up. So actually, so I did whatever my mom says. I want to do it. So that's why.
Oh, that's great that you're so concerned about the feelings of your mom, huh?
Yes.
Good to know that. And so it means family and friends are very important for you.
Yes.
Okay. And you want to visit a lot of countries?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which all countries are in your bucket list?
No, actually, I can't say India, Singapore, or USA, because these are many places where my sister is born here. I am born in US, and the actual origin is in India. So I I have only visited 2 countries other than this, which is Malaysia and United Arab Emirates.
Okay. And I hope you will be visiting so many other countries while growing up. I just hope so. Okay,
Yes.
so let's talk about Storyland Express, the book where you have contributed 2 chapters. How excited are you for your book? Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay, and what is your advice to other children who want to write a book?
Yeah, if they had to write a book, I'd request the coach to put like story writing tips at the back page.
Okay, and what inspired you to write your stories, if I may ask you?
No, one day when one night I went to sleep like very late. But then after watching a few videos in the phone, but then after that my dad keeps telling that do not watch phone before going to bed. But I did not listen to that one. So I just went to bed, and then I got some dream like this in the same type of dream which came in, like the things which came in the story came exactly in my dream.
Okay.
So I decided to write this as a story.
That is the wonderful use of time, actually. So you started putting your energies into this creative work. Happy? Your book is going to be published very soon? Waiting
Yes,
for your
ma'am.
book?
I think it's going to be published at April 24th. It's very nearby.
Yes. Good luck, Skanta, for your book.
Not Skanta and Skanta.
Skanta. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it wrongly. Okay. Welcome, Aadya. How are you feeling today?
I'm pretty excited.
Excited? Yeah? Okay. Aadya, your name is very beautiful. Do you know the meaning of your name?
Well, something I know about it is that it's a name of a god.
Okay. And you have such beautiful curly hair also. You take care of them? Huh? Okay.
Not really.
No, not really. Okay. And you love water, I guess. Tell me something about that.
So I really like going swimming. I have swimming classes.
So you join these classes in school, or in the evening you go out with your family also for swimming and all?
In the evening, and usually I like to go alone, but sometimes I go with my family.
Okay. What other things do you do?
I like to play keyboard, I like to sing. I really like to jog.
Jog, okay. And are you learning this singing from a teacher in a professional way, or are you doing it on your own just as fun?
I do have a singing teacher. I do Western vocals.
Okay. And this keyboard thing, do you play in school also, or just as a hobby at home?
As a hobby at home, and I also have an instructor for that.
Okay. And I've come to know that you can make friends very easily, right? You like to make friends with people? What kind of people do you like?
Honestly, like very creative people, I would say. Very kind and creative.
Okay. And now you have become a writer also, huh? You have contributed 2 chapters in Storyland Express. How happy are you?
Really, really, really happy.
Really, really very happy. And which is your favorite character from your chapters?
So basically, I wrote a story and I wrote my name in it. Practically.
Okay. So how have you presented that character?
I just made her kind of like me. So basically, the story is like something on happened in real life.
Any favorite moment or any favorite line you have?
Actually, I do. So, in one of my stories, it says that Aadya and her friends, they become knights of something. and yeah, that's one of my favorite parts.
Okay. And was it your first time writing a story?
It's my first time of it, like it's getting published, but I have wrote stories before.
Other stories also you have written. And how was your experience?
I would say it was good.
It was good. So the book is going to be published on 24th of April.
Yeah.
You waiting for it? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any confusion you had while writing, or any good moment you want to share?
No, not really, because it was really fun writing it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aadya. It was wonderful talking to you. Now I have Garv with me, and Garv likes to cook and code, but I will start with the meaning of your name. Though I know a little bit of it, but do you know the meaning of your name?
Yes, I know the meaning of my name. It means pride in Hindi.
Yes, absolutely. And how proud are you of yourself at this age?
I am really proud because I've authored 2 books, Enchanted Tales and Girls 10 Bedtime Stories. And I'm also proud to author this book as well called Storyland Express.
So, Garv, what do you do in your free time? What are your hobbies?
I really like coding and cooking. I like coding because I like to make games in Roblox. And I like to cook because I like to mix chemicals with each other.
Right. And I read in your profile that very soon you're going to become a TED speaker.
Yes, August.
In August. Okay. So what inspired you for this talk of yours?
So my topic is about friendship. And I feel like a lot of people struggle making friends, including me. When I move into new condos, everyone struggles with friendship. So I just want to spread awareness and help people.
Wonderful. I think that would be a great talk. And then you also help your mother with her dance channel, I guess.
Yes, we also run a dance channel called Blooming Dancers. We upload every month or so.
Okay, that's good. So let's talk about Storyland Express a bit. So how did you come up with these characters or their names? How did you decide that?
So I actually watched a movie. It was called Up, and then it just gave me some inspiration. While I was sleeping, I was like, oh yeah, wow, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Okay. So you contributed 2 chapters, right?
Yeah, 2 chapters.
So if you had to add another chapter, so what would be the theme of that chapter?
I have done a little bit of pirate-ish theme and a little bit of like crime theme. So I think I would sci-fi theme, like a futuristic thing. Story. Basically, the plot would be like one guy has like a car he built that can time travel. He can go to the past and the future. And once he goes to the past, he actually met his parents, but then his mom fell in love with him instead of his actual dad.
Okay.
So then
That's very interesting. Okay. And who inspired you to write these chapters or story?
Well, my mom is also doing like a session with with other authors, where she's helping us think some imagination. She helps us with imagination and all, and we have to write it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Garv, and I wish you luck. All right. So now I have Tejeshwar with me. Tejeshwar, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good too. Since morning, I'm interacting with all of your friends, and it was a wonderful session with them. And now you are here with me. Tejeshwar, beautiful name you have. I must tell you that. What is the meaning of your name?
Lord of Brightness.
Oh, brightness. Good. So, what do you do, Tejeshwar, in your free time? What are your interests?
I like
reading books, playing Legos, and cycling.
And cycling. And I was reading in your profile that you have so many memories of your bicycle stunts and all.
Yes.
What are those?
I just like doing stunts while I go out with my father.
Okay, that's good. And you also do, are you learning Taekwondo?
Yes.
So you're learning, or like you have started performing it also in front of your friends and family?
I used to learn.
You used to learn. Okay. And you like knitting also, I guess?
Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, you like knitting?
Yes.
Okay, who taught you knitting?
Oh, my grandmother.
Your grandmother. Have you prepared some pieces like on your own?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Okay. And what are your other hobbies? What else do you like to do other than your cycling and your taekwondo?
Reading and playing Legos.
Okay, those are your hobbies. Okay, good. So now you're a writer, Tejeshwar. You have contributed 2 chapters in Storyland Express. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited.
Excited? Okay. So you have contributed 2 chapters. So tell me, like, what is in your part in your chapters?
So I've written Giga in New York along with Aiden, Arodia, and Stargazer. In Giga in New York, Giga learns how to adapt to the human world, and Aiden has to go through the unknown.
Okay, so their like adventure you presented.
Yes.
Okay. And did you get to read others' parts, other authors' stories?
Yes, I got to read other stories during our peer reviews.
Okay, during the peer reviews, right. And what did you learn through all this process of writing your stories? As a writer, what did you learn? Like, were you confused about anything while writing your chapters, your stories?
I don't think there are. Not really.
Not really. Okay, you were confident, right?
Yes.
Okay. And who was your supporter during this whole process?
Puja auntie and my mother.
Okay, they contributed
along with the other authors.
Okay. So you are you happy now? Your book is going to be published very soon.
Yes.
Okay, it was nice interacting with you, Tejeshwar. I wish you luck for your journey ahead. Thank you. All right, everybody. It was nice interacting with you all and asking you the questions. And now I want to ask you some questions, and I want the quick answers. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to choose one thing from the 2. Let me ask you. So, would you go for magic or real life?
Real life. Magic.
Okay. Yeah, mix of it. Okay. Coffee, tea, or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Okay.
Actually, coffee.
Okay. So, what's harder to pick? Book's title or chapter title?
Books. Chapter title.
Yeah. Writing in silence or with music?
What's music? Music. Yeah, writing in silence. Silence is relaxed.
Hero or villain?
Hero.
Everybody's with the hero. Okay. And which is your dream writing sport? Mountain, beach, space?
Space. A mountain.
Okay. Majority is with the space. Okay. Pen or keyboard?
Pen. Keyboard.
Okay. All right. And now let me ask you, how was your experience during this process of writing and adding your chapters into this wonderful book called Storyland Express? How was your experience with Puja ma'am? She helped you all, right? So I want to ask this
Yeah.
question like individually to each one of you. So Adya, how was your experience working with Puja ma'am?
Yes, it was good.
Yeah, okay.
Very
Uh,
good.
Anya?
It was good and it was very interesting.
Okay. Kruti?
It was great, and she made it easier for me to write a story alone, and she made me understand like how to write. You do this, you do that, you should do that, like that, all of
Right,
those stuff.
right. Smayan?
It was excellent. She also made me understand how to write a story.
Okay, that's good. And Tejeshwar?
It was fun and exciting.
Fun and exciting. Okay. And girl?
She made it exciting. It was really easy after she made us learn all the concepts.
Okay. I wish all of you like a big, like good luck. Like these two thumbs, I want to show you that at this young and tender age, you have started writing. Did I miss somebody? Okay, Skanta, I think I didn't ask you. How was your experience?
It was good and it was very good and excellent
Excellent.
and
Yeah.
exciting.
So you all learned, right? She guided you
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So now I have the mentor herself with me. Pooja, how are you?
Hi, Rupinder. Thank you for asking. I'm doing very well. How about you? How are you doing today?
Great morning. Interacted with your all these prodigies, and they were so great. They were very happy to share their parts and their experience. And they told me that you guided them so well. Also, how are you feeling like as a mentor that your like mentees are getting this recognition and they are going to have their chapters published in the book?
So it's always a very fulfilling feeling, and when you see when the seed has been planted and then it goes on, it blossoms into a plant or into a flower, and then they themselves are enjoying it because each one of them they put in a lot of hard work and effort. And as you go through each story, it is a reflection of such a beautiful imagination. So as an usher of them in the journey, as being someone who was nudging them, I'm feeling super, super, super proud.
Right. And Pooja, you are an executive coach. And so, how did this thing happen that you are coaching these young children?
So, Rupinder, interestingly, you see that our life is based on patterns. Everything in our life, has a pattern which can be decoded right from your childhood. And here I'm going to a little bit expand on it. So I am heading the John Group, One Vertical Intelligent Leadership Online Academy. I'm an executive coach wherein I get to work with the corporates, leaders, and every time they would say that this is something we should have been taught when we were child. And interestingly, see, in our education system, we have been always taught, especially in the Asia-specific education system, that you need to come first. You need to be always getting all your stuff right. But you see, in the business, if you fail in the business, more wisdom. But in our school life, it's not right. And in the corporate life, you see, it's a mix of the age group. It's a varied age group. But same if you think, see, in the education system, we are always clubbed with the same age group, and in the corporate you have been expected to teach to be assertive, but assertiveness and all these things was never been practiced while we were in the school, and school becomes a foundation. So while I was working with the head movers and with the corporates, and John Mitton happens to be ex-coach of Steve Jobs, Pepsico Roger. So I told John that I'm very passionate about working with this golden triangle, what I call the parents, educator, and children. So while 80% of my time still goes on into the corporate coaching, 20% of the time I love investing in the future emerging leaders. So as a conscious parenting coach and as in a Ministry of Education Singapore, I'm certified into leadership and public speaking. So I try to weave in our experience. Now, coming into your question that how this happened. So we were doing in a lot of leadership program, which we still do for the children, wherein we try to break down the concepts of assertiveness, time management to more of child-friendly concept. Like for example, proactive and reactive, we call it like soda child and water child. So
Okay.
while we were doing this, stories are something which binds us.
Yes.
Rupinder, you would remember that, when you were growing up, you would remember that one particular story which would have struck the chord, right? And even now, I know you're a TEDx speaker. As a TEDx speaker, you yourself as a public speaker and educator, you would know that how powerful stories are. They connect. So I thought, let's give it a platform. And it happened that even my children, both children, they wrote in the stories. And then obviously their friends around wanted to write in. So that's how this particular group happened. But even earlier than that, we were doing in collaboration with Majmunasa certain stories. And here, my dear friend Snehal are saying she came in as well. So I've been very lucky with all the collaborators earlier. Majmunasa was a friend as well, dear friend, and now Snehal are saying. So we have been, it was like mind, spirits, and work. So that's how the stories have happened. It comes in from giving that platform wherein you can express.
Right. And like, what were the challenges? I know like coaching adults is a different thing, and it's a whole different kind of a scenario when it comes to children. So what were the challenges over there?
So with adult, when you're coaching, one of the things is like, as an adult, we all know we are resistant to change.
Yeah.
And I always say that the only person, who is okay with the change is actually a baby in a wet diaper. Otherwise, everyone is resistant to change. They just don't want to change. With children, they would challenge you. And they would challenge you on your face. They wouldn't be like, going around. They would be straight on your face. And in the story, because I wanted to give children a sense, so we would like, contemplate, and I would tell them that, do you think the ending needs to be different? They would be like, no, we didn't agree. It should be the same. What's your logic? So you have to be logical. At the same time, you need to be empathetic.
Yes.
At the same time, you need not pull them into your zone or you get into their zone. You have to create a common zone. So with children, the change is easier if they own the change and if they have understood, because they are not closed mind. Whereas with the adult, it takes time. The change takes time. As the children will be more open, and that's why they are called as a wet mud or a clay. It's so many different examples.
And it's really exceptional that in today's world, when they are just glued to the screen all the time, getting these children to write something, it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, every parent, I think, on the planet wants their child to write something or to leave the screen, right?
Yeah. And interestingly, they got a lot of see, whatever you're consuming, you can either get consumed by it, or you can selectively make it very creative. I mean, yesterday I was speaking to our editor and publisher, Man Spirit's work. There were a few words and I would not understand it, like, hey, Matt and Irish. And I was like, what's this? She was like, it's a pirate language. It's okay. It's a common. So, they get that inspiration. And if they're able to not get consumed by it and just use it as a wheeling away their time, but if they're creating something wherein they are adding on the value system, the lessons, the morals, it's so beautiful. And that's what each story is about, be it a story of dragon, be it a story of a brother and sister, or be it a story of someone studying in the school and then going in. Each story are magical, or a first day of school, or going on a pirate thing, or a grandpa clock. It's everything is magical. With, I think, a part of them itself is there somewhere in that story.
Yeah. And Puja, how can like other parents connect with you? Like I'm sure there are many of them, and including me. We want the guidance that how to have our children connected with this group, and so that they also learn this creative art.
Yeah. So we have the best place to connect with me is LinkedIn. And then my email ID, which will be shared later on. So these are the two places to connect with me. I'm there on the Facebook as well, which is like Puja TALESARA Bhandari, my full name, which would be shared later on. So these are the three places to connect. My email ID, LinkedIn, I'm very active on LinkedIn, Facebook as well. And yeah, and like the program upcoming. So we can be connected on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on the email ID, which would be shared. Our upcoming program is on TED, which is scheduled in December, for which we are preparing the students in collaboration with WeSpeak. And another program we would be having is again on leadership and thoughts and expression. Yeah, these are the three programs which are there: book writing, leadership program, and public speaking.
And what piece of advice do you have for young writers? Like they want to do this but are confused about the ways.
So somewhere, very sadly, these days, even children, they compare so much, with each other. So I think comparison is something which doesn't even kill the joy, but it even kills the creativity. So just be yourself. Um, just focus on one sentence, one paragraph, and you will be there. Like, for example, my son Garv, when he started his story, the beanstalk, we know the famous beanstalk story, So his first story was an adaptation of beanstalk, where he placed himself there, Garv and beanstalk, and he took some magic around there, a twist around that. So start slow, steadily, but be on the journey. Consistency is something which is important. Don't focus on getting it perfect. Progression is the key.
Right. So it was great interacting with you, Pooja, and to meet all these youngsters whom you're guiding. I wish you luck. I think the book is going to be published on 24th April.
Yes.
Are
So
you
please
excited for
support
it?
us. Children have put in a lot of hard work, and I request each and everyone out there watching us kindly support this young debut authors, these writers. They have really put in their heart and soul into it. So kindly support us.
Yeah. And where can we grab the copy? Like from where can we have it?
So we'll
download?
put up the Amazon links. It would be available on Amazon, and then there would be hard copy as well, which would be available in the due course of time.
Okay. I wish you all the best, Pooja.
Thank you,
Keep
Rupinder.
on inspiring, keep on motivating these youngsters. They really sometimes need that one, guide. And you are absolutely a wonderful guide.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And they are our tomorrow's leaders. So, we need to invest in them. So thank you so much. It was my honor, Rupinder, to be speaking to you. So thank you for your time and energy.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.